you how to pull the headlights, and I guess by proxy the bumper off of this 2007 Infiniti G37 or G35, excuse me, sedan. Process should be pretty much the same for all the 2007 to I think 2012, 2013-ish coupes and sedans. Between the coupe and sedan, there might be a bolt in a different place or something like that, but the process is 90% should be the same. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me that you can do this without pulling the bumper. That may be possible, but if you were going to do it that way, you have to be a contortionist and get your arm up all the way over here, or back here, but so we're just going to pull the bumper. It's really not that hard to do. It's like 1, 2, 3, like 6 bolts while it's raining. And so yeah, we'll go ahead and do it like that. Obviously, I've started on this side to make sure I know what I'm talking about, because I very frequently don't, and I'd like to at least try to get things right. And so basically, I'm just going to repeat what I've done over here. I'm one-man cameraman, so I'm going to be kind of showing you where things are, and I'll do my best to capture the whole process of taking it out. But if I show you the bolt, hopefully you can figure out how to undo it. I think it's all 10 millimeters. I haven't seen anything else on this side. So as long as you got a 10 millimeter socket and a wrench, it should be good to go. Before we get started, please do me a favor, hit like and subscribe. It really helps me out. YouTube's doing the whole, no monetization until 1,000 subscribers thing. And I kind of miss the beer money on the weekends. So if it takes 2 seconds for you to do that, it really helps me out. It does take some time and energy to make these videos, so I do appreciate the follows. So let's go ahead and get started. So before people start yelling at me about sitting on a bumper, this is a salvage car. I sell car parts. I take them apart. I'm not sitting on anybody else's car, so don't worry about that, because I'm sure somebody will say something. Even with that disclaimer in there, somebody's going to talk. But I may have lied just a little bit when I said there were only 6 bolts holding the bumper on, but the rest are all nice and accessible up here. So basically they hold this finish panel right here in place. So I'll show you where those go in a second. But you need to get rid of this rubber piece right here. It's just held in by a little plastic clip in that hole right there. So pry the clip out, peel the rubber back. And that's going to give you access to a bolt that is right back here. The stud for it, I guess there's no stud. There's a, there should be a captive nut somewhere, but I guess not. You definitely have to pull it out though, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Anyway, I'll show you where that is. Pull it out, and you'll be good to go. So this guy right here is held in with a bolt right there, 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 and over here. So pull those out, and that'll allow the whole front end of the bumper here to be loose. Then we're going to go over here. We're going to take these 2 out, also 10 millimeters. The one I was talking about that's behind everything, if I can move the shop light to where you can actually see it, is right back there. There it is, right there. It holds the fender here onto the bumper. I'm going to have to look at how that's actually held in place, because now I'm curious. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to come over here, move the light, and I'm sure that as soon as I finish saying this, people are going to stop watching. But if you look up in there, there's one right, money, turn the camera. There's one right here that you can see, and then there's one further back. I'm not sure the camera's going to focus on it. Haha, right there. So you're going to pull those 2 out, and then one more down here at the bottom. Right there. You're going to pull that. And when you do that, the whole bumper should come loose. So let's see what we can do. Alright, so like I said, 10 millimeter. If you've lost all yours, they tend to disappear. Can't help you. We go to 1, 2, between that and the one back here, that should release a little clip. Pull this thing in. Can't see anything. You will need an extension for this. It kind of just takes getting lucky and getting the right angle on it. And like I said, that lets the whole front end separate from the fender and from this panel up here. Now that part's loose. So we go over here, we get down the wheel well. This would be easier if the wheel lock wasn't engaged, but I don't have a battery put in this car, so I can't disengage that. Let's try this guy. That's the one. Now, whole front end here is loose, as you can see. Come over here, we're on the lift. It's really inconveniently positioned. So again though, come down here. Pop that guy out. And there you go. Whole bumper comes off. Nice and easy. Ta-da! And if you're just doing headlights, you don't need to move it any further than that. And let's move the camera. Go again. So, bolts holding the headlight in place. If I'm right, it's that one. You can come down here and no light but that one. And one of those two. Maybe both of those two. I don't know. I'm going to pull them both out. And I think at that point it should slide straight out. Like I said, you might be able to get down in there with a wrench or a socket wrench if you were really lucky and really wanted to try without pulling the bumper off. But considering it takes all of 5 minutes to pull the bumper, I think I'll just go ahead and do that any day of the week. So, see if we were right. Three. There we go. Need an extension. Hold up. Now, if that doesn't do it, I don't know what will. And now, pretty sure the whole thing slides straight out. Unless I'm missing something. Oh, I am missing something. You look right there. That guy. Keep dropping my socket though. It's less than ideal. This is really not easy to do one-handed. One of these days I'm gonna actually get good at making these videos, but until then you kind of just have to deal with me being sloppy. So, yep, out. For the bolt actually released. Try again. Oh, that seems like money. Maybe. We're gonna keep on trying this. We'll get it right eventually. Alright, so I think that's loose. I think it's just wiring harnesses at this point. Or it's caught on a piece of plastic that I didn't get out right. killing to make these a little easier to get to. Alright, so there's a, I'm not going to show this because I don't think it's necessary, but there's a little zip tie holding a big, thick, probably inch in diameter harness to the headlight assembly itself. And I'm just going to cut that. You may or may not want to do that. I can't really see any reason why not. Cut the clip, not the harness. That would be bad. So, that's out. Now, we just have a whole lot of harnesses to undo. I guess pigtails. That one, that one, that one, and that one, that one. And I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me do this, but I do have one more thing to say after I get this out, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I just want to finish up with some tips on troubleshooting. Most of the time, if you're pulling a headlight like this, I can talk out, it's because you're trying to figure out why it's not working. All of the G35 and G37 models came with HID lights. This one had AFS, some of them do not. It's the auto left one. But basically, there's three things that can go wrong in a Nissan says, right? Sometimes it's two, sometimes it's three. Things that can go wrong, I guess in this one it's just two, actually, with a HID lighting system. Either your bulb's bad or your ballast is bad. Sometimes there's a separate igniter that would be the third thing I was thinking of, but Nissan things are all, the ballast and igniter are one unit. So, your bulb is back here behind this one. Pop that open. That's the igniter. It's apart with the ballast down here. So if you're trying to troubleshoot things and one of your lights works and one of them doesn't, the easiest thing to do is to pull both of the headlights, start with the bulbs, those are the cheap things, and swap the one from the one that you know is working to the one that's not. And if it starts working, I guess you got to plug it back in, but if it starts working, then the problem's up, so your bulb. And if it's not working, then pretty much the only other thing it can be is this ballast right here. So you take these 1, 2, 3, 4, no, just 3 screws out, Phillips head, easy. Pop the whole thing out, do the same thing from the other side, swap it over, see if it starts working. It absolutely should at that point because there's really nothing else it can be. And then you hop on eBay and find somebody like me who sells used parts, or you go to the dealer and pay 10 times what you should actually be paying. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just wanted to throw that little bit of a rudimentary troubleshooting in there. But I hope this was useful for you guys. Again, I try to be helpful. And if you can help me back and hit that like and subscribe button, really appreciate it. And until next time, thank you guys for watching.